Hello, Ben Lierman here from Lee Supply at the 2020 KBIS show. I'm here with Chris Bissig. We're in the GE Monogram area, and we're going to talk about a little bit about metal finishes and kind of the collision of plumbing, lighting, and appliance together.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, so I'm an industrial designer working for GE Appliances, working on all our different brands. And one of the big trends we're seeing is finishes on appliances mirroring finishes you see throughout the kitchen.
We've seen that, I would say, in all of the GE lines more than any manufacturer. You've really stepped up to that.
Yeah, I think one of the things we recognize is that appliances have to kind of fit the kitchen decor. They have to fit the environment. They've got to work with all the other finishes in the kitchen. So we want to make sure that our appliances look great and kind of match everything else in that space.
Yeah, and in fact, we're standing in front of an amazing display here of the Monogram hearth oven. So these are originally designed for pizza, can be used for many more things, but I just wanted to show the inspiration of the metals here that we see in a lot of the plumbing finishes. So are all these available currently?
They're not. They're not available currently, so as a design team what we do is we actually experiment with a lot of different finishes and we try a lot of things out. And then we bring them to shows like this and we gather feedback, kind of see what's working, what's not, and then learn from that. And then we decide kind of what we want to carry forward to production after the show.
So what's looking good out of all these? Where we've got what do you think?
They all look great. I would love to take them all to production.
Okay, so as far as looking good though, I'm just curious, like what you're seeing trending. If you say I got to pick three, which way do you think it's going?
We're seeing a lot of warm metallics, both brushed, but also we're seeing more polished warm metallics. So things like polished brass, polished copper.
I saw the rose gold here is stunning. Or if that's, I don't know if that's more of a copper or a rose gold, but it's
more of a bronze finish. Copper's over here. But these type of really bright polished features kind of stand out. They're almost super reflective, mirror-like. We're seeing more and more of that, and we're kind of trying to understand from a finish standpoint. You know, things like that show fingerprints. We're looking at technology where we can hide fingerprints, but still get the kind of the polish and the brightness of some of those finishes.
It is, and that's one thing that our consumer will tell us is that they want these beautiful metals, but they also don't want fingerprints to stick to them, which is kind of tough. But I love the idea of this as well as a feature in a kitchen where you maybe have 3 other metals in there, and this is unrelated to any of them, and to just jump off your wall and make it a feature. It's quite a luxury item. So
I think that's a great point. It's like a lot of times consumers want these pieces to match, but more and more you're seeing them kind of make a statement with particular products or particular areas of the kitchen, where maybe they want a bold kind of finish just to kind of stand out and look great or be a focal point in that space.
Yes, if you're going to launch into the investment into one of these, I would definitely want the neighbors to see it. Yes. Very well. Well, thank you so much, Chris.
My pleasure. Yeah, great to talk to you. Thank you.
All right, very good. Hey, Chef Ben Lierman here again at KBIS 2020. We are in the booth at Brizo, continuing on our talk about metal finishes and how that's changing in design. I've got Seth Fritz here, who is the lead designer with Brizo. He's actually designed this display here and many other in the booth, and we're going to get his take on the trends in kitchen and bath.
Yeah, thanks. I'm happy to be here. Kitchen and Bath Show is one of my favorite shows to be at. A lot of great interactions with people, as well as an opportunity for us to debut a lot of our new collections.
Outstanding. And this is unbelievable. You care to tell us a little bit about the Jason Wu?
Yeah, sure. Jason Wu for Brizo is a collaboration that we actually launched in 2008. This year we introduced an extension of that product line into the kitchen. But at its core, what it's about, in its inception, it was about the introduction of matte black. At that time, matte black was not something all that popular in our field, and now it's a mainstay. What that allows us to do is introduce all these mixed metals. So that's what I love about that is you can create different looks, whether it be a more elegant, high-end look, or whether it be a little bit more industrial look. And I think that's what the mixed metals allow us to do.
So you really think that matte black is kind of the gateway into mixing metals?
I think it started that way, and it is the foundational, one of the foundation metal coatings of that mixed materials. But we're seeing a lot more gold being introduced now, and it's something that interior designers specifically are looking for, and consumers want that. They want that maybe a little bit more tailored looks. They want to be able to mix their metals. Gone are the days where one finish throughout your whole bathroom or house. We're seeing mixed metals everywhere.
We were just actually at GE's booth, and we were talking about how many metal finishes they've come out with a particular oven, and I think that the whole idea there was to have that oven be completely different than anything else in the kitchen to show it off. So are you finding yourselves collaborating at all with any of the appliance companies or lighting companies to kind of integrate the finishes or looks?
Well, it's certainly something we pay attention to. As of now, we're not collaborating specifically with any of them, but it's certainly something from a trend perspective we're paying very much attention to. So we want to know those experimental finishes and those new finishes that are being introduced, as well as the finishes that we're introducing. So they're looking at us too. This year at Kitchen and Bath, we introduced Brilliance Black Onyx, which is the new polish finish for us. Beautiful depth of color, also a nice range into the Brizo line. But it's something, as new companies, or as companies introduce new finishes, we want to really pay attention to.
Sure, and I was even going to say, it's not just metal finishes. I've been seeing carbon fiber, I've been seeing pebbled stainless, different brushes and stones. We've seen a lot of customization possibilities where you could decorate your faucet with quartz or different handles. So that's all very
absolutely.
exciting.
Our new Kinsu collection is introducing concrete, teak, as well as mother of pearl.
Wow, and that would be super new and super hot.
Yeah, very exciting.
I believe we are supposed to have one of those concrete faucets in our showroom pretty soon, is what I hear.
Yeah, we're very proud of that. That was something that's a great combination of design, engineering, marketing, that collaboration within Brizo, and what we do to try to elevate it each year.
Outstanding. Well, thank you so much, Seth. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right.